Hey everyone, and welcome back to another eShop Deals video. Now with Black Friday behind us, it's pretty crazy, but we're already getting some Christmas deals dropping on the Nintendo Switch eShop. And I've got to say, some of these deals are already beating the best Black Friday deals, which means I think we have a lot to look forward to over the next few weeks all the way up to New Year's. And now as we jump straight into those deals, just don't forget that one of the best ways to help support the channel here is to drop a comment down below, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Now we're going to be starting out today's video with some 3D action games. And our first one is going to be Tomb Raider 1 to 3 Remastered starring Lara Croft that is now a whopping 70% off, $8.99. Now this is a remastered collection of the original 3 Tomb Raider games, and you'll be able to experience classic 3D platforming, puzzle solving, and exploration across tombs, jungles, and ancient ruins. And these remasters include modernized visuals, quality of life improvements like way better controls, and the option to switch to the original graphics. All expansion content is also included for each and every one of the games. This is really a truly great pack to be picking up at now under $10. But that's not all for the Tomb Raider franchise, because we also have Tomb Raider 4 to 6 Remastered that is now 35% off, $19.49. Now surprise, surprise, this is a remaster of the next 3 Tomb Raider games. And once again, you'll be able to expect updated visuals and controls while preserving the puzzle-heavy, exploration-driven gameplay and globe-trotting storytelling that defined Lara's adventures. Now the only thing I would mention here is that I truly think the first collection is the better of the two collections, with the first 3 games being true classics. These next 3 are definitely hit or miss depending on the title. So if you're new to the series, definitely pick up that original collection, it's cheaper anyway. And lastly, to round off our 3D action games, we have Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered that is now 60% off, $11.99. Now these are yet again classic third-person action-adventure games, this time set in the gothic world of Nosgoth. You'll play as Raziel, who can shift between material and spectral realms to solve puzzles and fight enemies. Gameplay combines platforming, environmental navigation, and rich storytelling in a plot that is focused on vengeance and fate. The games here retain their original structure, however once again added in some quality of life improvements, including way better visuals and once again updated controls. Although the gameplay mechanics still end up feeling a little bit on the dated side, this is really the best way to play these classic games.
The future has always been written.
Now next, we're going to be moving into some Metroidvania games. And our first one is going to be the Blasphemous plus Blasphemous 2 bundle that is now 75% off, $11.24. Now this is a punishing Metroidvania action platformer bundle featuring both Blasphemous games. You'll get to explore grotesque religiously themed worlds filled with challenging combat, branching paths, and intense boss battles. You'll have to use skill-based melee weapons, relics, and abilities to survive, and Blasphemous 2 picks up right where the first one ends up, actually expanding with new weapons, improved movement, and deeper customization. Now considering that Blasphemous 2 on sale on its own right now is $9.89, if you don't own the first game, the value in this bundle is through the roof. Now second, we have the Night Witch that is now 80% off, $3.99. Now this game is actually a hybrid of a bullet hell shooter, Metroidvania, and deck building game. You'll be playing as a flying witch knight, battling mechanical foes in a ruined underground city. You'll have the ability to cast spells, shoot projectiles, and customize your deck of magic cards. This game really emphasizes challenging gameplay, narrative choices, and fast-paced aerial combat. And that's maybe my only warning here. Be careful, because this game is a pretty difficult one. And lastly for this section, we have Guns of Fury that is 30% off, $10.49. Now this one is an arcade-style, side-scrolling shooter Metroidvania with stylized visuals and explosive gameplay. You'll assume the role of Vincent Fury, a special operative on a mission to infiltrate a top-secret research facility, and equip yourself with over-the-top firearms to mow down your enemies across an interconnected map. The game also features collectible upgrades, absolutely huge boss fights, and fast, retro-inspired run-and-gun mechanics. This was truly an unexpected and impressive indie Metroidvania that released this year, and if you're into the run-and-gun style of gameplay, it's a definite pickup. Now next, we're going to be switching things up with a couple of shoot-em-ups. And our first one is going to be Lancer, that is 50% off, $349. Now this is a classic 1992 side-scrolling shoot-em-up that's been re-released with modern features. You'll pilot the Lancer starfighter across space missions using customizable satellite formations and weapon types. This game features tight 16-bit era gameplay with optional modern controls, rewind, and save functions. This gem is a nostalgic story-driven shmup with anime-style cutscenes and fast-paced arcade action, and its gameplay easily still stands up to today's standards. Now next, we have Remote Life, that is now 60% off, $759. Now this is a dark, atmospheric, side-scrolling shoot-em-up set in a biomechanical alien world. You'll have to fight through grotesque levels using a wide arsenal of upgradable weapons. It offers modern HD visuals with creepy sci-fi designs, twin-stick aiming, and varied enemy patterns. This game emphasizes precision, fast reactions, and intense boss fights. This is another game that will come with a definite challenging warning. Now our next section is going to be fighting games, and our first one is Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection that is now 20% off, $39.99. Now this is a collection of classic Mortal Kombat games from MK1 to 4, mythologies, and more, all with modern upgrades. Features like rollback netcode for online play, instant unlocks for hidden characters, visual filters, save reload, and even a new fatality training mode. This collection even includes a full interactive museum with developer interviews, concept art, and timeline content. This is a fun collection for some nostalgic fun. But that's not all, because we also have the Samurai Showdown Neo Geo collection that is now 75% off, $9.99. Now this collection includes Samurai Showdown 1 through 5 Special, plus the never released 5 Perfect. These games now support online multiplayer, regional versions, scanline filters, save and load options, and a massive museum, once again with art, interviews, and music. So if you'd rather some classic weapon-based 2D combat with strategic pacing and high damage strikes, you've got a great collection on your hands here. And lastly, for our fighting games, we have the King of Fighters 13 Global Match that is 50% off, $9.99. Now this is an enhanced version of KOF 13 with rollback netcode, 9-player online lobbies, and a full character roster. Still featuring classic 3v3 team-based fighting with hand-drawn sprites, deep combo mechanics, and all original modes including story, arcade, and mission challenges. This game is now competitive ready with modern online support. Now our last section for today's video is going to be a few miscellaneous games, which are games that just wound up alone in their category. And our first one is going to be Crow Country that is now 50% off, $9.99. Now this game is a third-person survival horror adventure set in a deserted 1990s theme park. You'll be exploring the park 2 years after its closure, solving environmental puzzles and unlocking new areas to uncover why the park's owner disappeared. The gameplay emphasizes exploration and backtracking to piece together the story, with even an optional exploration mode that removes monster encounters, letting you tour the park and solve puzzles without combat. If you want a throwback to classic Resident Evil type gameplay, this is a great pickup. Next, we have a game that actually just released but I can't stop playing, Marvel Cosmic Invasion that is 10% off, $26.99. Now this game is a 2D side-scrolling beat-em-up starring 15 iconic Marvel heroes. and you'll be able to team up across classic Marvel settings to repel the Annihilation Wave. A key mechanic of the gameplay here is the Cosmic Swap tag team system, where you get to pick 2 heroes per level and switch between them instantly during combat to create unique combos and joint special attacks. The game also features vibrant retro pixel art graphics and drop-in drop-out co-op play, evoking those classic 90s arcade brawlers. Next, we have BioWeaver, that is 80% off $1.99. Now this can best be described as a top-down action RPG that's like a fusion of Vampire Survivor and an extraction roguelite. Set in a mysterious underground laboratory, you'll have to harvest organs and genetic material from escaped creatures to gain new powers. The core mechanic is visual programming logic that lets you link and mutate these harvested organs to customize your abilities. With hundreds of organs and different combinations, it really allows for deep build customization. The difficulty will also scale automatically with progress, and extra challenges and modes unlock after the main few acts. This is truly an original take on the Vampire Survivor style of gameplay that really merits picking up. And lastly for today's video, we have Ruffy and the Riverside that is now 30% off $13.99. Now this game is a hand-drawn, open-world 2D/3D action platformer. Its signature mechanic is the magic swap ability, which lets you copy and paste environmental textures on the fly. For example, you can turn ice into lava or waterfalls into vines to solve puzzles and alter the terrain. This creative power is used throughout the game's 7 interconnected regions as you explore and fight enemies. The focus here really is on imaginative puzzle solving and exploration, where you literally get to change the world. An incredibly fun and inventive 2D action platformer. So on the way out, I want to once again thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to let me know what was your favorite deal of today's video in the comments down below. Also want to give a huge shout out to my channel supporters. Their monthly support is so appreciated. And on the way out, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and click on the notification bell so you know when all my future content comes out. And as usual, I hope I'll see you in my next video.